The sesame seed is a small but mighty seed. This is in terms of its potential for foreign income generation, domestic and industrial uses. In 2021, Nigeria generated about 50 billion naira from export of sesame seeds. In tonight's episode of the program, we shall focus on sesame production in Nigeria, the economic importance of the crop, and the effort of government and other stakeholders in developing the sesame value chain in Nigeria. But before then, we have the news segment. I am your guide, Gabriel Ojile. Welcome you to the program Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria. Keep watching. From the north to the south of Nigeria lies over 70 million hectares of arable agricultural land, a country teeming with agricultural potentials, where crops like rice, maize, wheat, sorghum, cassava, yams, fruits, and vegetables thrive. Vast opportunities abound in cash crop production like oil palm, cocoa, cashew, rubber along the value chain, and a temperate weather for healthy livestock rearing. Invest today in production, processing, and marketing of agricultural produce. Invest for wealth creation, job opportunities, and upliftment of livelihoods. Agriculture in Nigeria, where return on investment is guaranteed. Transforming agriculture in Nigeria begins with news from the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security and the agricultural sector in general. In our lineup, FAO pledges support to enhance Nigeria's food system. These and other stories coming up shortly. The Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations has reaffirmed its commitment to support smallholder farmers in Nigeria in order to improve Nigeria's food supply system. Speaking during a courtesy visit of the FAO to the Minister of State for Agriculture and Food Security in Abuja, the country representative of FAO, Hossein Gaddarin, stated that the organization has been working with the ministry to support smallholder farmers in the areas of improving soil fertility, preventing soil degradation, building soil laboratory, and climate-resilient agriculture, and will continue to do so to enhance the Nigerians' food systems.
We intend to do the restoration, develop livelihoods for the people of the Great Great Wall. So there are different ideas that are coming around, having value chains that will support the livelihoods of the population. And then we have the AgriSal, which is agroclimatic resilience in arid, semi-arid lands, and it is targeting 19 states. This is a UTF project funded by the World Bank. FAO has been called upon to provide some support in this project. And I think with the Ministry of Environment as a coordinator, focal point, we are working in this area. So these efforts contribute to addressing land degradation, improving soil fertility, restoring degraded ecosystems, and promoting climate-resilient agriculture, which are aligned with the government priorities and strategy on land restoration and environmental sustainability. Honorable Minister and friends and colleagues, let me assure you of my commitment, and FAOs remain committed to support the Ministry of Agriculture and to work hand in hand with your office and the ministry to strengthen the food systems, address food insecurity, promote sustainable land management, and deliver long-term agricultural transformation. We look forward to continued collaboration and deep engagement with your leadership and technical teams.
Plant health is key.
In his response, the Minister of State, Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Senator Ali Sabi Abdullahi, commended the FAO for the support it has been given to Nigeria over the years.
I believe agriculture in Nigeria should advance beyond what we are doing. And I know for a fact that FAO has been there for us over the years. FAO has done so much. From the days of our, founding fathers, people like Dr. Bukar Shaib, who is well respected in FAO. So we know the value that FAO can also bring. And our simple, my simple worry is the fact that you talk about systems, and the system approach requires people don't work in silos. So personally, I'm not interested in working in silo, but I believe that we should be able to bring people together. We should be able to bring people together, just like you are talking about the structure of FAO now and the fact that there is a new interest in looking at land and water. This will not be the first time. If you go back into the archive of FAO, you will see that there were years in which there were even decades where FAO declared this decade as a decade of land and water in the past.
He further highlighted the areas where more partnerships with the FAO is needed.
Plant health is key because whatever you plant, the health of that plant also determines the productivity at the end of the day, what you want to get. And if you also look at the global picture of rejection of agricultural produce coming from our environment, then you need to be inclusive or holistic about it. And to be holistic means what you apply to protect the plants from either being infected by pests and diseases and the like becomes something very critical. Because most of the time, countries where we seek to export our produce from have their own strict standard in terms of residue levels for some of the products we are using, or some are even totally banned completely. So we felt we should take a look at that, and along the line, integrated pest management system, IPM, becomes a key component of what we should begin to look at in plant health.
Yes, let's do it. Collect your cane. Don't bring me inside my shoes.
In an effort to enhance productivity, improve farmers' livelihoods, and achieve food sovereignty, the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security recently distributed free agricultural inputs to farmers in Lagos State. In a speech during the distribution, the Minister of Agriculture and Food Security, Abubakar Kyari, who was represented by the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry, Marcus Olaniyi Gumbiyi, stated that the initiative aims to reduce cost of production, enhance agricultural productivity, all year round farming, and strengthen national food security. The minister stated that the collaboration between the federal government and Lagos State government has demonstrated the power of synergy in achieving the shared goal of ensuring food security, as Lagos State plays a unique role in Nigeria's agricultural value chain beyond being a major consumption hub to a model for urban agriculture. Also speaking, the Commissioner of Agriculture and Food System, Lagos State, Abisola Ruth Olasanya, represented by the Permanent Secretary in the State Ministry, Audu Emmanuel Fatai, stated that the initiative aligns with the agricultural policies of the Lagos State government geared towards achieving food security and improving the livelihoods of farmers in the state.
All what we did here is mechanized.
It's back to land, back to agriculture.
I can supply the milk factories for milk.
That's the new norm for employment and for wealth creation. Get your piece of the action.
Before farming, we will spread the manure.
There to take on agribusiness.
They have been working in terms of making sure they give us new breeds.
Seize the opportunity you have been waiting for. Watch Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria.
The program is Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria. Sesame is a crop that can easily be grown and which has a lot of economic importance. Our next segment record of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security highlights the uses of sesame seed, the level of production in Nigeria, and the policy direction of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security to enhance the value chain of the crop. Keep watching and take advantage of the opportunities in the crop, especially along the value chain.
Sesame, also called Benny seed, is a plant in the genus Sesame species of plants. It is cultivated around the world for its edible seeds, which grow in pods. Matured sesame plant has green leaves and a white flower. The sesame seed is one of the oldest oilseed crops known. It has one of the highest oil contents of any seed. With a rich, nutty flavor, it is a common ingredient in cuisines around the world.
It can be eaten raw. In Nigeria, we eat it raw, and we also use it to do stew, just like egusi. But research has shown us that the oil is very useful, and that is why it's one of the best oil in the world. It is also being used for pharmaceuticals. It is being used for cosmetics. It is being used for confectionaries.
Sesame was first cultivated over 3,000 years ago. The crop tolerates drought conditions and it can grow where other crops fail. According to the statistics of the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations, world production of sesame seed in 2024 was roughly 6.7 million tons, down -2.7% from the previous year. Top producers in 2024 to 2025 are Sudan, 1.4 million tons, India, 795,000 tons, and Myanmar, 739,000 tons. Africa collectively accounted for over 45% of total production. Nigeria's sesame production capacity as of 2024 is over 500,000 metric tons. The states that are leading producers of the seeds in Nigeria are Jigawa, Nasarawa, Benue, Gombe, and Sokoto. Sesame is also cultivated in other states in the northeast, northwest, north central, and some states in the southeast.
We are expecting that if we can maximize what we have, putting all our resources together, because for now we are engaging about 580 hectares of land, where we currently produce about 586,000 metric tons, and we have about 3,500,000 hectares of land that could be used for the production of sesame seed. It is also on survey that from FAO that the country can earn as much as $1.5 million quarterly from this subsector.
Japan is the world's largest importer of sesame seeds. China is the second largest importer, while other major importers are United States, Canada, the Netherlands, Turkey, and France. 90% of sesame seeds produced in Nigeria is exported to China and Japan. In the first quarter of 2018, 8 billion naira worth of sesame seeds were exported to China from Nigeria, 6.56 billion naira to Japan, and 6.1 billion naira to Turkey. Nigeria generated a total of 49.9 billion naira from export of the sesame seeds in the first quarter of 2022. Over 400 billion naira was generated in 2023. Despite the huge potentials and the attractive market for the crop, sesame farmers in Nigeria are faced with the challenges of low yields per hectare, inadequate processing plants for the crop, poor transportation infrastructure, multiple taxation for exporters, difficulty in getting the required quality seeds that meet international standards for export, inadequate laboratories to test the sesame seeds in Nigeria before exportation, inability to access financial assistance from financial institutions, pests and diseases, among others. But how is the ministry taking steps to surmount these challenges?
If you see the seed, is quite tiny. They are very tiny, and you have a lot of impurities. And we've been engaging with farmers, with stakeholders, like the National Association of Sesame Seed Farmers of Nigeria. We've been engaging with them, and we've been engaging around to ensure that we have quality, because the issue of traceability is a problem, where when we produce and they take it out, we take it back to the country because of impurity, particularly when it comes to mycotoxin. particularly aflatoxin presence in the sesame seed. So we have a lot of challenges, and we have been encouraging our farmers. We've been talking to private sector drivers to ensure that they come in and we can do at least minimal processing before export.
In tackling pests and diseases, the ministry is also supporting farmers with agrochemicals and guidance on the type of seeds for different agroecological zones of the country. The ministry is also building the capacity of farmers in good agricultural practices, especially on harvesting method and time. The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security also gives priority to the development of this crop, and it is included in the National Agricultural Technology and Innovation Policy and sub-programs, which encourages government commitment and direction to enhance the production of the crop.
One, we have this input support program, which we've been doing year in, year out, where we support our farmers across the 26 states of the Federation where sesame seeds are being planted, and we support them with farm inputs such as seeds, agrochemicals, and other farm implements. We also do technology transfer to our farmers and other stakeholders. We consult, we do what we call what I can call technology transfer through awareness creation. We do that along with other people in the value chain, other sisters agencies like the National Cereal Research Institute Badegi, like the National Agricultural NAERLS Zaria, and the NARIS, the whole of NARIS system, National Agricultural Research System in Nigeria. This is what we do, and we are hopeful that we do more. We also do some cottage industries, small cottages, to encourage processing so that we minimize the loss on the farm.
From the north to the south of Nigeria lies over 70 million hectares of arable agricultural land, a country teeming with agricultural potentials, where crops like rice, maize, wheat, sorghum, cassava, yams, fruit and vegetable thrive. Vast opportunities abound in cash crop production like oil palm, cocoa, cashew, rubber along the value chain, and a temperate weather for healthy livestock rearing. Invest today in production, processing, and marketing of agricultural produce. Invest for wealth creation, job opportunities, and upliftment of livelihoods. Agriculture in Nigeria, where return on investment is guaranteed. The program is transforming agriculture in Nigeria, and we have been highlighting the great potentials of Nigeria in sesame seeds production, the economic benefits of the crop and challenges, as well as policy direction and support of the Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security in developing the value chain of the crop. The ministry is not the only stakeholder in the sesame value chain. It also partners with other institutions, farmers, and other stakeholders to maximize the potentials of sesame in Nigeria. In our next segment, Partnership for Development, we are focusing on the partnership between the ministry and other stakeholders. Keep watching.
The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security is collaborating with research institutes, National Agricultural Seeds Council (NASC), as well as seed companies through the National Agricultural Technology and Innovation Policy to enhance quality seed production of the sesame. Aside the research institutes and NASC, the ministry is also working with other ministries, agencies of government, and development partners to enhance the value chain of sesame.
There are other partners. We have, like for instance, we still have the NSAN, National Sesame Seed Association of Nigeria, under the able leadership of Alhaji Sherif Balogun. We have Association of Sesame Seed Farmer of Nigeria, under the able leadership of Alhaji Muntari. We have other partners like the Raw Material Research and Development Council. We have Nigeria Export Promotion Council. We also have Ministry of Trade and Investment regulating the business around, particularly upstream, around this sector. We also partner with other departments in the ministry. The Ministry of Finance is there that usually provide the fund, the resources through the yearly appropriation. So we have so many partners.
The Federal Ministry of Agriculture and Food Security does not give direct funding to farmers and processors, but collaborates with financial institutions and development partners by creating enabling environment for farmers to access funds to enhance agriculture and the production of sesame in particular.
The financing window, I will address it from two folds. One, from the angle of government. Year in, year out, government have been appropriating fund resources, although lean, we'll be making maximum use of it. Funding might not necessarily mean provision of money. So we've been using these resources available to take knowledge to people. And when it comes to funding in terms of money, we can talk about the windows of opportunity like NISA that the central bank has put in place that has been assisting people, granting people farmers loan. We can talk about Bank of Agriculture. We can talk about Bank of Industry, particularly those who are into processing of this commodity. We can also talk about the commercial bank.
For effective development of the sesame value chain, the three players in production, packaging and marketing of the seeds must have mutual partnership for mutual benefits. For sesame farmers to benefit from policies and programs of government, they are advised to join commodity associations such as National Sesame Seed Association of Nigeria or Farmers Association of Nigeria, as well as forming farm clusters. Any individual farmer that needs advice on sesame production can also approach the ministry.
They should be resolute in their drive, because sometimes it is not easy. I farm myself. I'm also a practical farmer. It is sometimes farming is not easy. I urge them that no matter the circumstance, they should just continue and believing that they will hit the glory day. The market there, the market in sesame seed, you don't need to look for it. The market will look for you, and we'll continue to engage with them. We'll continue. Our doors are open in the ministry. We are open 24 hours. They can get in touch with us. If it is linked to market, we can link them to market. Whatever assistance they want, the one we can provide, we'll be able to provide. The one we cannot provide, we'll be able to guide them appropriately.
All what we did here is mechanized.
It's back to land, back to agriculture.
I can supply the milk factories for milk.
That's the new norm for employment and for wealth creation. Get your piece of the action.
Before farming, we will spread the manure.
There to take on agribusiness.
They have been working in terms of making sure they give us new breeds.
Seize the opportunity you have been waiting for. Watch Transforming Agriculture in Nigeria.
Indeed, the sesame seed is small but mighty in income generation and uses. Thanks to the Federal Minister of Agriculture and Food Security for making it one of the priority crops in the quest for economic growth and food security. I'm sure you have learned something new today, so why don't you take advantage of the investment opportunities in the production of sesame seeds for job and wealth creation, food security and improved livelihood. Until I come your way again, same time, same station next week for another interesting package, I am Gabriel Ojeda saying bye for now.